I'm eager as a fellow officer to share with you what I know about procurement. Why? Because it affects all of us. But before I start, let me ask you a question. You either put a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Be honest. How do you feel about procurement? Come on, thumbs up down. Walang thumbs up kung meron. Okay? That's understandable. But let me tell you a story. In one of the regional trainings, I asked the same question, and one of them answered with all passion. He said, "We said." Maybe because he was the scientist who wanted to procure larvae, naging mosquito na hindi na pa na-procure. Okay? But after my talk, he said he was hopeful. And I hope I'll have the same effect today. This frustration is understandable. For many years, procurement was governed by 9184, the Government Procurement Reform Act. That was a silent limiter. While it was designed to curb corruption, it also imposed rigid procedures that often slow down the very progress we aim to support. But here's the good news. The breakthrough, RA 12009, the new government procurement law, the NGPA, was passed last February. Thanks to the efforts of Secretary Sulutu, the DOST, the Science, Technology and Innovation Community, and UP, we pounded on the Senate table and we got it. We have Section 37, and that is part of the innovative procurement. Direct procurement for science, technology, and innovation. This means that you, all of us here, as part of the STNI community, can now procure without using public bidding. This landmark change was made possible through our collaboration. I am happy to be part of the team led by Dr. William Catalina with strong support from our national scientists and academicians, the DOST, USEC Cantilla, and ASEC Tirana. We all pounded and went to the Senate so they can hear our voices. However, we are at a temporary moment. The implementation of Section 37 is currently suspended, pending the release of the GPTV of the guidelines. While this is a setback, I hope it is only for a short one. And we remain committed to getting these guidelines out as soon as possible. Thanks to NIC, DOST, NAST, Secretary Balisacan, UP, and the STI community for submitting appeals. Lahat po nag-appeal na. So we're just hoping it will be issued soon. In the meantime, even without Section 37, RA 12009 already introduces flexibility that can and should be used today. These changes fall under what we call innovative procurement. For instance, the new mode, direct acquisition, is for procurement of goods and services up to 200,000, not for a week or a month, but per transaction, and can be delegated to end users. The small volume procurement mode is now up to 2 million, previously up to 1 million. Another critical shift in the new law, public bidding is not anymore the default mode, and there is flexibility in the award criteria. Procurement is no longer bound to award to the lowest price. We can now use most economical and advantageous rated bid, BRB, or the most advantageous mark. Innovative modes such as competitive dialogue and unsolicited offer with bid matching are also available, providing us with more tools to procure smartly and strategically. All procurements below 2 million should now be awarded within 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This is through the direct acquisition and small value procurement modes. In UP, our procurement dashboard shows that this is already achieved. But let me be clear, with flexibility comes greater accountability and integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is looking. We cannot allow these reforms to be abused. This is why we are developing strong governance mechanisms, including a procurement dashboard, to consolidate and analyze real-time data in one system, and it can be accessed by your cell phone. We are open to sharing this system with other institutions to help improve efficiency and data-based decision-making. It will also be good to have a grants management office to ensure that funds are properly used and monitored. This office will be responsible for overseeing the entire grants process, from proposal submission to distribution of funds. It will play a crucial role in preventing misuse of funds and ensuring transparency in the procurement process. Above all, procurement must always follow 2 points: value for money and fit for purpose. Every peso should contribute to clear, measurable objectives that serve the public interest. And this is where market scoping comes in. This is a step that should be conducted for every procurement. Planning is key, and we should have good planning. One more thing that is critical is training all stakeholders to ensure that they understand their roles and responsibilities in procurement. So I say this with all respect. If procurement is still a significant challenge in your office, it may now be a matter of will, not of law. But we are here to help. You can always knock on the door of UP and we'll walk with you through it, providing the support and guidance you need to navigate these changes with confidence. Now comes innovation procurement. At the recent OECD conference, it was made clear that procurement is no longer just an administrative function. It is now strategic. Procurement is now viewed as a driver of innovation and social impact. This is where innovation procurement comes in, bringing about social change and inspiring us all. Let me share examples with you. In Australia, procurement policies actively engage indigenous communities as suppliers. Some governments prioritize SMEs, startups, and sustainable practices. Procurement becomes an enabler of science-driven solutions for public good. Some innovations include Project NOAA, we all are benefiting from it, RxBox and Biotech and Dengue, and we have a lot more. Our new law includes similar provisions for sustainability, gender equality, inclusiveness, and support for MSMs. Many things can be done, such as government making government a priority, all innovative products, and make government the first takers of innovative procurement. But procurement is not the finish line. We must bridge the gap between research and commercialization. Take, for example, who is this person? He is Gregorio Zara, who invented a two-way video phone in 1955. Can you picture? But we failed to bring that invention to market. Zara would have been a brand name for video phone and sana may kalaban si Steve Jobs, Filipino, but not for tourists. How can we prevent this situation from happening again? Yesterday, we heard how it needs to be commercialized. Today, I'm in touch with government partners in Canada who have succeeded the concept of pre-commercial procurement. We're exploring how these frameworks can be used here, sharing templates, government contracts, and best practices. Again, government can and should be first takers of startups. Colleagues, we've seen what collaboration can achieve. We successfully inserted Section 37 into the new law. But we need whole of government cooperation to make this work. One agency's outdated circular can stall national progress. For example, in 1209, you can procure up to 200,000 without a canvas. Yet, TOMA's circular requires 3. But yesterday, I talked to Associate Commissioner and trying to make him to commit that the new COA manual should support innovation. Another law that we should look at is the Strategic Trade Management Act, the STMO. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it requires prior authorization for the export or import of technology which affects drawings, emails, and even software for those possible weapons of mass destruction. It is currently only implemented for suppliers, but we need to be vigilant about how it will be implemented for the STNI community. One step forward with procurement law, but a new law can take us 2 steps backward. We'll try to convince the Bureau of Customs to open a green lane for research equipment para hindi na maulit ang larva to mosquito. As customs has been identified as one of the stumbling blocks in STI procurement, and we're hopeful. These are challenges, but with dialogue and unity, they can be resolved. To close, let me offer this call to action. We are already making change happen together, and today, we are all on the same side. Let us utilize procurement, not as a barrier, but as a catalyst for research, innovation, and most importantly, improving the lives of our fellow Filipinos. Thank you and good morning.